Right, we are back in for legs today, so it's our kind of first like proper leg session back. Obviously last week I had legs on the Monday, in fact none ever. I think I actually missed legs on the Monday. So I missed legs last Monday. I done lower on the Friday, but it was more so kind of like glutes and hamstrings focused. So this time round, it's more so kind of quad focused. But good news is the back is like literally back to normal now. I've had no pain, no stiffness, so I'm hoping it should be a pretty good overall session, to be fair. I'm also back on the pre. I got new Pumpage by JP. It's literally the same flavour. I got the pick and mix flavour again because last time it was actual pretty banging. So I've just stuck with it because I know it's good, it tastes good, it does the job, so I don't want to risk a pure like debatable flavour and then it just tastes pure awful, like one of those ones, man. But at the same time, everything that I've actually had from Trained by JP so far, like even things I wouldn't normally like, it's actually been tasting pretty good. So I mean, I might just switch everything over to Trained by JP's, man, because like the quality of that stuff is actually absolutely insane. So aye, I'm thinking going forward that every kind of new order from like here on out, literally just everything Trained by JP, to be fair. Protein is the last thing I kind of need to sort of change over, to be fair. Like I get my obviously I get my stuff through Pit Stop Nutrition, but I get Trained by JP stuff through there. So I get the EAAs now from Trained by JP. I've got the hydration as well, and then I've got obviously the pre, and then I get like my creatine, all my kind of tablets and that as well, like vitamin supps, all that kind of stuff from there as well. So the last thing to basically change is literally the protein powder, to be fair. That's the only thing I've got left for Conteh, man. And see, to be fair, like with Conteh, like it's actually really good quality as well. And the protein powder like always tastes banging and it's like reliable, you know what I mean? It's not like a pure like thick, like, you know how you get some like powders that are pure like thick and like pasty, man. Like Conteh isn't like that. It's an actual good, like, what's the word for it, man? Like it's not thin, but it's like it mixes so well and it's like a proper like protein shake rather than like a pure fucking, I don't know, like rather than like a pure concretey paste type thing. So aye, I do like Conteh stuff, but I just think the quality of Trained by JP stuff is just better, man. And you can kind of actually tell the difference. I've kind of noticed, especially with the kind of actual the hydration powder compared to Hydroflow. Now Hydroflow is obviously good, like it's still a good product in that, but personally, like kind of actually comparing Trained by JP's to Hydroflow, like I actually do notice a difference by actually having the hydration. By having the Trained by JP's hydration, I feel more hydrated. So that's that kind of positive sign for me. Like realistically, it's not a pure like competition of like who's better, all that kind of stuff. Like I just prefer personally Trained by JP stuff and kind of trying it recently. So I'm thinking just make the switch over to there because I feel like it's better for me in the sense of I actually enjoy it more. I kind of feel this sort of noticeable difference, you know what I mean? So I can't really complain. Like if it tastes good, I feel better off it, why would I not change, you know what I mean? So that being said, we are going to get the pre in just now. Now with legs, I'll wait till I shake this then I'll tell you. So with legs, like previously taking pre's, like training legs, either I get a pure disgusting pump, which is not a bad thing at all, but sometimes I don't really get the focus as well. So I'm basically kind of getting like a solid pump in my legs, but then because I'm like focused too much on that pump, if you know what I mean. I'm literally kind of just sitting there like, wow, this is just pain, and I can't really focus on like contracting my quads properly, all that kind of stuff. But with this, I got this last time round, and it tastes banging. I feel like pure like dialed in the entire session, but I'm not sitting there like a pure like in pain from the pump, you know what I mean? Like other pre's that I've had, I literally can't contract my quads properly because I'm just too pumped, like too much blood flowing, and it just doesn't really feel the best. But with this, I actually got a solid pump, but it's like no pure like to the point where I'm like, oh my god, man, I can't fucking contract my quads. Like this is actually just pain. So it's like a good mix of like, okay, I've got a solid pump here, I can definitely feel connecting well, but I can still contract pretty well and not kind of have to go through excruciating pain to actually contract my quads, you know what I mean? So obviously different pre's have their benefits, all that kind of stuff, but for me personally, as you know, I don't really get on with stim stim pre, like in terms of kind of actual caffeinated pre, I just don't get on with it, man. Like, I've tried it countless times. The last one that I had, I just felt pure, like, I don't know, like you feel pure wired to the moon. Like, obviously that's the whole point of stim pre, but at the same time, I feel like you shouldn't feel like it ruins your session because you're too wired and you're actually bouncing off the walls. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you need to kind of focus on your session, and if you're basically going in with this sort of like already the thought of being anxious and pure itching and like actual bouncing off the walls, I feel like you just can't really focus, man. Like, I know obviously some pre's have stuff in them to help you focus more, and that's what I'm saying. Like, with this, I actually do feel like I'm focused, I'm pure dialed in, but I'm not having that pure like side effect of like, oh my god, I'm itching, man, I'm pure itching, I'm bouncing off the walls, I'm pure buzzing. Like, it's nothing like that at all. I just feel focused, but I still feel relatively calm and sort of like cool, calm and collected, you know what I mean? So I think I'd rather have like a non-stim pre, whether it be this, or if I find something new that I like as well, go with that, whatever it may be. But it's like, try to find a decent pre for me for a long time was hard. I didn't take any pre, other than like maybe a wee half can of Monster here and there. But when it came to pre, I just wouldn't really bother with it because I couldn't find one that actually like worked well for me. I was always either pure like bouncing off the walls, or I'd get a non-stim pre and wouldn't really feel anything, like no difference at all. But with that, as I said, solid pump, feel pure dialed in the entire session. I don't get a pure crash because it's not got caffeine, you know what I mean? So it's a kind of good mix for me. So if anyone has like any non-stim pre recommendations, let me know. I'm all ears, man. I want to kind of try new things here and there when it comes to pre, because there's so many different pre's, man. There's actual hundreds. It's ridiculous. So try to find that took me ages. When, to be fair, I know that Train by JP's like brand is such a pure massive thing. So I probably went there first, to be fair, but I never. I tried basically all these pure random ones. They were all just absolutely shite. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to just try that, and who would have known, man? It was absolutely banging and it worked well. Like, I should have just guessed that straight away rather than pure wasting money on all these pure shite pre's, you know what I mean? But as I said, in for legs, I'm going to try to record some stuff. Now, I think my camera's actually pretty low. It might be actually dead soon. So I go in and it's like pure mega low. I'll probably just miss like recording stuff of the session. Only because coming back to the car after the session, I then can't talk to you, you know what I mean? So but we're feeling good, I'm buzzing to get in, so I'll catch you in the next bit. Right, another session ticked off. That was actually a very, very class session, I can't lie. So legs absolutely smoked, no pain on hack squat, no pain on leg press. We are officially good to go. The gym is actually getting pretty busy towards the end, man. Like, I'm just leaving now in the car park and all that, it's actual manic, but luckily when I first went in it was pretty quiet, so it was ideal. I'm also going to pure like make a mega clickbait thumbnail for this video, man. I just realised when I first kind of started speaking to the camera, first started speaking in this video to the camera, it was a lot about kind of supplements and all that, like what I'm basically switching to. So I'm going to basically label it like the switch and make you all think I'm going to be on anabolics, which obviously I'm not. I'm quite literally just switching the brand of supplement I use because I think it's better. I had EAs in that session. I'll put a wee clip up again, Trained by JP's EAs. I'm pretty sure it's is it pink and blue bottles? Is that what they call it? Like, I don't know if that's what it's actually called. I mind at school, I used to get pink and blues for the van. They'd be like pink and blue bottles, and oh my god, man, like, see in school, man, they were the shit, man. 50p for the van, for a wee bag of sweets, and honestly, some days I get like 3-4 bags, not even lying, man. £2, best £2 ever spent. You'd just sit like in Moddies or something and just scran like 3-4 bags of sweets, man. That was honestly, see, to be fair, right, see, being in school, I don't think you realise how like peak life that probably was, man. Like, on your lunch, go to the van, get a wee hot dog or something, bag of sweets, spicy bikers if you're feeling it, man. Oh, it was so good, man. A wee bottle of Emerge, mind a purple Emerge. If you got an orange Emerge for the van, you're just a freaker, man. That's my opinion. Orange was like utter garbage. Blue I can accept, but purple was good, man. That was literally my van order. Hot dog, tomato sauce, purple and merge, and usually 2 bags of pink and blues, or 1 bag of pink and blues and 1 bag of dolphins. Honestly, man, unbelievable. I think with the van and that, man, like, there's so many different sweets you could get, right? So you basically go, and your first time, you'd look at all these sweets, and you'd probably try like different ones and all that, and you kind of like find what's for you, you know what I mean? Me, like, see, what is it, rhubarb and custards, they were absolutely bogging, man. If you liked rhubarb and custards, they were absolutely barking. Wasn't a fan of those. Watermelons, banging. Dolphins, banging. Pink and blues, banging. What else was there, man? There was those mad, you could get like Haribo rings, but they weren't actually Haribo rings, they were just like a different brand of rings. They were no bad, man, didn't mind them. There was like, if somebody, I don't know, it's like just me talking about sweets and shit, man. This is a pure like new venture. I went from talking about the switch to supplements from brand to brand to now sweets for the van. I mean, it's not a bad topic. Anybody watching that's still in school, pink and blues, I'm telling you, man, pink and blues, watermelons, dolphins, they're your 3 go-tos, right? What else was there, man? There was like some weird shit somebody got. It wasn't like a fizzy thing, was it? Was it those dummies or something? They were kind of a bit shit. See, to be fair, right, there wasn't actually many good sweets in the van. There was just those 3 that are banging. Watermelons, pink and blues, dolphins. Any others, just, I wouldn't even bother, man. Wouldn't bother. Spicy bikers, also banging. If Aaron Fulton watches this as well, Sky messaged me the other day and she said, what did Aaron call that thing? What did Aaron call that thing in school when he got noodles and put it inside the pizza? And I was like, a pizza noodles. I swear that's what it was literally called. And it turns out, Aaron, you were sitting calling it a Green Falls calzone or something, man. Like, I've never heard that in my life, man. That was like the most fried conversation ever. Guys like, oh, aye, Aaron told me it was called a Green Falls calzone. And I was like, since when was this a thing, man? When you proper deep it, man, like, see the days of being in school, right? And like, you never cared about calories in, calories out. You never cared about your diet, all that kind of stuff. You were still young, no pure like mega invested in your physique. See, when you deep it, man, those were the kind of like the peaceful times of life, because now you kind of wake up, it's kind of bad when you deep it, right? You wake up and go, oh, I wish this was bigger, I wish my arms were bigger, I wish my chest was bigger, I wish all this was better. But back in school, I actually mind, like, honestly, 4 out of 5 days in school, I'd go to a Greenfield shop, I'd get either a pizza, which was defo the worst thing you could possibly eat on planet Earth, or I'd get micro noodles. They eventually stopped them, outrageous, discontinued them. That was scandalous when that happened, man. Then I went to Coca noodles. They were also pretty banging, to be fair. You're just eating pure like random garbage, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you're really no caring because you're young and you're not thinking about your physique, you know what I mean? And honestly, again, 4 out of 5 days, I'd probably scran a full bar of, Galaxy salted caramel, like the big bars, the big family bars, mate. Yep, that was me, probably 1 a day for like 4 days of the week. And do you know what? I would do it all again. But at the same time, I wouldn't like, if I had to choose just now to go back there, I definitely wouldn't, because I've obviously got different goals now. I'm a different person now, so to speak, but at the same time, those times in your life you kind of need to experience, you know what I mean? Like, you need to be away and enjoy eating random shite for the sake of eating random shite. And see, to be fair, like, see, once I finish prepping that, I probably will have like not a period of like downtime or being like off. Like, I'll still be in the gym, I'll still be like eating majority on plan, but I know for a fact that I will kind of enjoy more food off plan and kind of have like different things off plan, all that kind of stuff. Possibly kind of just switch to a sort of macro plan and sort of like track my macros rather than just try like eating the same thing every day. I do feel like it is important having flexibility. Like, when you have goals that are like mine and you're like kind of want to get on stage, or you want to do a photo shoot, or whatever it may be, right, sticking to a plan day to day that's relatively the same is so much easier, and most of the time it will benefit you a lot more actually doing that. So if your goals are that kind of like sort of not strict or extreme, but your goals are that kind of like serious, you actually want to hit the goals and like reach the goal to the best of your possible ability, then yes, sticking to a plan and like nailing the same food every day is probably a pretty good idea. It's not essential, but it's probably a pretty good idea. But if you're kind of just like casually like a sort of lifestyle client, or you're kind of wanting to kind of have flexibility in your food, you can just stick to a macro diet. Now, I'm not saying eat pizzas and coca noodles and bags of sweets for the van, but you can have more flexibility in the sense of, right, okay, I don't really want chicken and rice tonight, I'm going to have like mince and pasta, all that kind of stuff. Like, you can have flexibility in that sense, like still stick to your whole foods, but the whole point of what I'm basically saying is like, you've kind of had that sort of period in your life where you have just ate whatever you wanted and not really cared about your physique or how you're feeling or how it makes your body feel or how it makes your mind feel. And at a certain point, you do have to kind of sort of, what's the word, sort of like diverge? No, is it diverge? You have to sort of like separate yourself from that sort of past person. Like if you're what to kind of go, do you know what? I've been eating shite for the past 4 or 5 years, or maybe even longer than that, 5, 6 years, whatever it may be. Right, okay, now I want to kind of focus more on like how my body's feeling, how's my digestion, I want to build some more muscle, I want to lose some more body fat, I want to improve my overall sort of mindset and just be healthier in general. At a certain point, you will kind of come to that and probably end up where I am just now, like kind of reaching or like kind of going towards a goal you want to achieve. That kind of does revolve around sort of like being healthier and having more focus towards the food you're actually eating. So there's obviously points in your life where you are just eating what you want to eat, not really caring, but once you kind of make that switch and kind of start tracking what you're eating and you realise, oh, do you know what, I actually feel a lot better eating healthier foods, I feel stronger in the gym, my digestion's better, my mindset's better, sorry, pardon me, overall just feel healthier, all that kind of stuff. It's like once you actually make that switch, you go, do you know what, this actually feels better and I want to keep doing this. But unfortunately at that point, that is when you kind of start going, oh, I wish this was bigger, I wish that was better, all that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? But again, it's just part of it, man. You feel better mentally, you feel better physically, you feel stronger, more energised, but at the same time you do sit and think, oh, I wish that was better, I wish this was better, you know what I mean? You care more about your sort of like visual appearance than you probably should, to be fair. But honestly, if you haven't like made the switch yet from just eating whatever you want to eat and just eating shite, trust me, just try and make the switch and I can guarantee you'll feel better in the sense of like actual energy levels, strength, all that good stuff. But I don't really know how I ended up there. I went from like supplements to sweets for the van, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, Trained by JP supplements are actually pretty bang on. I really like them, man. I'm making the switch. I'm not on anabolics, but I'm making the switch to Trained by JP. So yes, that is I don't know what's happened to my voice here, man. My voice is going pure like dry, croaky throat. That better not be it, man. This is not happening. Week 4. I'm going to actually drink my apple melon hydration by Trained by JP. Oh, honestly, man, that actually tastes banging. Like as far as like hydration, electrolytes, so that kind of go, man. That is banging. But anyway, that's the video. Ticked off, legs ticked off. It was a very, very good session. Making the switch from Conteh to Trained by JP. Next, like protein powder order will be Trained by JP. I'll let you know how it is, how it tastes, if it's good, bad, all that kind of stuff. And you know what? I'll just be honest. If I don't like it, I don't like it. Simple as that. It took me so long to find a protein that I actually enjoyed, Conteh I actually enjoy, but I've heard like so much good things on Trained by JP's proteins. I want to try it and just kind of see how it feels for me, because there's so many proteins that I've had, right, and like hardly any digest well for me. My stomach, sorry, pardon me, is literally paper mache. Like I've got horrible digestion in general, and it's not due to what I eat or what I do. It's literally like my stomach cannot handle certain things, like literally tiny wee things it can't handle. Onions, nah. For me, onions, nah. I can't have onions in anything, man. All that kind of stuff. So with protein, it was so hard for me to find one that actually digested well for me. And when I found Conteh, I was like, oh, class, man, like it digests well, it's good. But I'm like, if trained by JPs digest just as well, class, I can just make the switch and have like everything the same brand. I feel like that's kind of, it's not important, but at the same time, it makes you kind of think, right, okay, I've got everything the same brand, like nothing kind of can throw me off, and it's also kind of OCD as well, to be fair. But yes, anyways, apart from that, I'm making the switch, legs ticked off, and I hope you have enjoyed. But yes, I'll catch you in at the next one.